Keep pushing, guys. Come on. Just a little bit further. Ron, get down from there. Come on, lads. Just keep pushing. Just a little bit further. We're almost there. Yeah. Whoa.
God, I won't say it again. Get the hell down from there, boy.
We're so close, guys. Come on. Really put your backs into it. This is the tale of the most hated man named Ron. I'm sorry to have to introduce you to him. See, Ron had an uncanny skill for getting knocked unconscious. And when he wasn't doing that, he was doing other very foolish things. And when he wasn't doing those foolish things, he just generally looked like a goddamn idiot. See, Ron came from peasant stock. He was the type of man who never accomplished anything. He was what you might call a fool. His entire village used to call him the mouth breather because that's all he would do. Now, we would have all been lucky to have never known Ron had Britannia, the kingdom where Ron lives, not been declared war on by its two faithful allies, the Western Empire and Vlandia, who declared that they are now best friends, and Britannia is out. That means that Ron was being called up as a levy by the king of Britannia to represent his king, to go forth. But to tell you the truth, when he first met the sergeant, Ron was expected to die very quickly. The sergeant had seen many soldiers such as himself, peasant stock, who would not amount to much more than being arrow fodder. But this stubborn man, Ron, he could take a punch. He may not have been bright, or very useful in general, but the thing that Ron could do very well was take a hit and get back up again. So this is the tale of Ron, his first campaign, fighting with Britannia. It's a terrible story. He's just so awful in so many ways. But you can't hold it against him. You have to give the devil his due. But Ron, the creepy man that he was, could take a hit. And thus his legend would be born. Take that, and that, and that. Come on, you pussies. Oh shit, I'm the pussy. Come taste some meatloaf. This is easy. I'm having so much fun. Take that. Ah, shit. Ron would always have flashbacks to his village when he was down, and to the sergeant who recruited him.
Peace to you.
And during Ron's first battle, he charged, complaining the whole time, "Hey guys, I'm getting some asthma from the dust you guys are kicking up from your feet." Oh god, did that guy just die? Oh, I can't run as fast as you guys. We're supposed to do what? What did you say? Charge? Take that. Oh, sorry about that. Take that. Yeah, I got one. My first kill. Ah. Take that. And that. And that. Take that. Take that! We did it, guys. Ron's second battle. He would notice that his asthma actually got worse. Kept running behind his troops because he couldn't keep up with their swifter movement, their stamina, let alone their courage. They're so much more superior than Peasant Ron. Ron would look up to the trees, see the enemy. His brethren had already made contact, and Ron was just leagues behind them. Archers firing. And there he saw them on the hill. He was told to charge by his king. This battle, Ron was just so confused. This is his second battle. He thought he was gonna be someone. He was just stumbling around the whole time while his men did all the work. He didn't know who was who. Who's the enemy? He hit one guy meekly. And these cavalry, are they on our side, or oh, the battle's over? Yeah, so Ron didn't do shit. This guy, Ron the Peasant, just such a horrible, horrible soldier. In all ways. There is only one redeemable quality. He could take a hit and get back up again. So here it was, taking on 3 guys at the same time. Sounds like a wild night, right? And of course he gets knocked out. This is basically all that Ron would contribute. He was just a distraction. A silly distraction. But then Ron went to his first siege. They were trying to take a castle from the Valendians. The braver Battanians, braver than Ron, were pushing forward the battering rams, the siege towers. Archers were firing at the walls while Ron was just really scared. He'd already pissed his pants once or twice. Seeing all this destruction, this wanton destruction, I'm not gonna lie, it made Ron's sphincter clench a little bit too hard. The cannonballs, and then Ron saw him, the king himself, Caladog. He started to kiss his ass a little bit. Get really close behind him and say, "King, you're so good at that. Yeah, you're so good at throwing that javelin. God, King, you're so good." And then Ron would hide amongst his troops. Really not taking any part, but somehow already took an arrow to his face. Or to his chest. And then they charged the walls. Ron would just hide like he always does. Just watching, voyeuring a little bit. Go over there, watch the battering ram like this is a goddamn tour. But then he charged through the tunnel. Enough was enough. Ron had smelled blood. Ron finally came out, started fighting. Come on, take that! Take that! No! And he was down, to the dismay of his king and all of his troops around him. Look at the king though, charging in with all these arrows and the blood. Is a true leader. So then they tried again the next day. Ron had recovered very quickly from his wounds. He was making climbing up the ladder, and it's down. Ron just being the curse of this army. He missed that ladder's jump as well. Everyone's just shaking their heads. He's just so deliciously low. He saw his companion die. Ron thinking to himself, it could have been me. Finally making the climb. This is when Ron's courage fails him. Can we really blame Ron for some of these shenanigans? I mean, empathetically, what would you do in combat like this? Would you be charging the walls? Or would you be like Ron? The man, the myth, the legend, who, if you think about it, our greatest ancestors were probably able to reproduce because we were more like Ron than these brave-ass soldiers. I want you to bear that in mind when you look down upon this poor son of a bitch. Maybe there's a little bit of Ron in each of us. Here Ron goes again, charging the walls. You get hit by an arrow. He's still going. He's so close. He feels the fear and he jumps. Yeah. This Ron, I mean, he's not wearing any mail armor, so he really can't be like the other guys. That's not his own fault. That's the fault of his king. His king should have given him some mail armor. He's gonna go around the corner, and guess what Ron does? He steps around the corner and he decides to just hide. His general charisma is like the handshake of a dead fish. It's terrible, terrible Ron. Watching his companions. Now, I don't need to tell you this, because you already know where this is heading. Yeah. Ron gets knocked unconscious again. Day 2 of the same siege. But you know, that's Ron for you. He may not be the best, but he took an axe. And not many of us can say that we would stand back up after taking an axe to the face. And that gives him a sense of value, which eventually will prove invaluable to King Caladog. But that is not the story of right now. Right now is the story of how Britannia had to deal with this most ignoble creature imaginable. These poor Britannians fighting down, taking the walls finally, besieging these goddamn Valandians who declared war on us. Victory was ours. Yes, Ron was down. But we won, and that's all that matters. Victory. So look. Actually, we didn't win that one. Ron had to leave it to others. And now actually we won. And we took the siege. We took the castle. A great victory was won here today, my lord. But it was not thanks to Ron. In fact, everyone gave Ron a lot of shit that evening by the campfires. And when they were on the march, Ron kept on complaining about his asthma. Even the king was starting to think, God, this is a terrible idea, because rumors had reached him of this peasant asshole while they were besieging a new castle. And he starts having a seed of an idea in the back of his mind that this Ron, if he's so indestructible and he somehow keeps on being able to come back, perhaps he should send Ron on a little mission to harass the enemy, distract them from the rear, not sexually, but on the battle map. And in this battle, Ron, his 4th combat assault ever,
Get off your horses!
he starts telling people what to do,
Soldiers! Attack now!
which everyone thought was just horse shit. Like, if there's one guy they're not gonna follow, it's fucking Ron.
Horsemen, at them!
And he kept on saying nonsense as well. Like, his commands were not really making much sense. Arrows were coming from out of the blue. The mountains, however, looked just so divine. Ron starts jogging backwards a little bit. And now the Battanians are upon the enemy. Ron really always hated horses, by the way. That's why he never decides to ride one. He doesn't trust horses. You don't want to know what happened to a horse with Ron in his childhood. That's a tale for another story. Let's just say it was gruesome. And in this battle, Ron is just confused, hitting horses like the devil itself. And there's so many cavalry. Ron has lost track of how many horses he's actually pummeled. He's taken out his childhood trauma on the horses. There's so many of them. It's really bringing back a lot of horrible memories for him. And just like when he was a child, he gets ravaged by them. And he faces down with 2 soldiers. And this is when Ron does what he was meant to do. Yeah. He gets knocked unconscious again. And Ron would eventually later on take part of a tournament representing King Caladog. He had an unorthodox strategy where, with an arrow sticking out of him, he just starts missing because he's never actually picked up a bow before. He kept on being a little pussy bitch, standing behind this log, and the guys just thought he was super lame. He actually got a hit there. He got another hit there. Starts getting a little cocky. His adrenaline is pumping. He gets the 3rd hit in. He's thinking, yeah, maybe archery should be for me. He hit that guy in the head. I mean, Ron might be the next Robin Hood, he's thinking to himself. Yes, he's had like a 20% hit rate this whole time. I edited out the number of arrows that he's missed, but he's finally getting the hang of it. Could also have something to do with the fact that the enemy is standing 5 meters in front of him. Ron has run out of arrows now, and he realizes time to polish off these Schwein. He hits one, and he's got the second one too. So Ron has what's called martial prowess. This is actually the final of the tournament as well. Ron never thought he would get this far, and everyone, to be honest, thought the other guy went down way too fast, and then Ron hit him in the head, even though it was just a friendly tournament. He killed him, of course, but Ron did win, so who can fault him? This is Ron's 5th battle, and here he met his deadly rival, the Valandian sergeant, who had talked mass amounts of shit on this campaign about Ron, who everyone has by now heard about. They're having an epic fight. Take that! Take that! And that! Ron is thinking, I'm finally gonna avenge him. This is my moment. Come on, really? Go fuck yourself, Ron. Damn you. So Ron, moments later, charges the enemy. He sees one. He's gonna get him. God. You guys never let me have any fun on the battlefield. But this is the genesis. Only the first story of many of how Ron, in the world of Calradia, would change the destiny of all. Like I told you at the beginning, it's a horrible tale, but it is one that needs to be told, for Ron would become a legend